Hi everyone, this is TV Saikmar. Today we are going to discuss about elliptical cryptography and we will be taking a deep look at what is elliptical cryptography and why it is important in encryption and decryption. The topics today are going to cover is introduction to elliptic curves, elliptic arithmetics and applications of ECC and performance comparison of ECC. So basically, what is ECC? It is an approach to a public key cryptography based on algebraic structure of elliptic curves over a finite fields. It means it is also related to public key cryptography, but here we will be using small numbers instead of using a big number. So it is faster than all cryptography. So it was introduced by Victor and Miller in 1985. So they two founded it, and they two are the authors of elliptic curves. So it is a new approach to public key cryptography, as I said before. It is a new approach to public key cryptography, as there are many public key cryptography such as SHA algorithm, RSA algorithm. It is a new one, and it significantly requires smaller key size with same level of security. Like in RSA and SHA, we will be using larger integers compared to ECC, but both have the same level of security. So here as we'll be using smaller key size, there will be faster computation and there is only less storage space used. So as the last point mentioned, there is only less storage space used. So this will be used in cellular phones and smartphone cards. And so what is basically elliptic curves is they are not ellipses, but they form as an elliptic integrals. So from this equation, y square equals to x cube plus a into x plus b, where x and x comma y, x, y, a, b are real numbers. So each choice of numbers a and b yields a different elliptic curve as shown in the figure. So, for example, if 4 into a cube plus 27 into b cube is not equal to 0, so x cube plus a into x plus b contains no repeated factors. Like there will be no repetition of number, so there will be a different output for every computations. So then the elliptic curve can be used to form a group. So when we try to solve two different equations, we will be getting two different values. So it is called as elliptic arithmetic. We'll be seeing them in upcoming slides. So there is a standard form equation as mentioned in previous slide, that is y square equals to x cube plus a into x plus b, where x comma y comma a and b are real numbers. So each choice of a number a comma b yields a different elliptic curve. So as said before, when we find solution for a comma b, there will be a different curves in graph. So what is basically elliptic arithmetic? So there are basically three types. First one is point addition, next is point doubling, and point multiplication. So here we can see 3 points has a three different curves. They We will see them in next upcoming slide. How did we solve it and how to implement it? How did we get that minus R, Q, and P curves? So, as I said before, there are three types of elliptic curve arithmetic. First one is point addition. We'll be seeing what is point addition. So, in the previous graph, as I said, we'll be drawing a line which will intersect PQ. The line will intersect a third point R. So that the PQ, so there are 3 points. The 3 points intersected P, Q, and minus R. Here we get a negative value. So we'll be adding that three, and we'll be drawing three lines, and we will be connecting the three lines which intersect between minus R, Q, and P. So draw a vertical line through the point minus R. The line will intersect a fourth point R. So when we draw a line between P, Q, and minus R points. P minus R and Q will intersect at a point in a graph where we will be calling it as R. So, and that point are defined as a summation of point P and Q, which is R equals to Q and Q plus P. So here, when we correct 3 points minus R, Q, and P, we will be getting a new point, that is which is R, and it is a positive integer. So no need of considering minus R because it is a negative integer. In cryptography, we will be only using real numbers, that is positive integers. Here it describes all the points that we mentioned that we use it to create the graph. So point addition is nothing but when we draw a line between 2 points, we will be getting the third point minus r, which is a negative integer. We will be not using in the cryptography. So when we join the 3 points minus r, p, and q, minus r and q will be intersecting at a point such that we will be taking that point as r. See, the fourth point intersect is, that is point r. So it will be the summation of point p, q, and r. So in this graph we can see that point q and minus r intersected nearly above 0, above 1, and below -2. So it is formed as r. So that is point addition. Point addition is nothing but we will be doing summation of P and Q, so that we will be getting a point R, which is a positive integer. So applications of ECC. So we will be using ECC in web transactions where such as we'll be creating a wallet, and we'll be doing a transaction on blockchain where the transaction should be secured and encrypted. So we'll be using elliptic curve cryptography there. We'll be generating a random number, and we'll be encrypting the message and hash. So we'll be using it in the web transaction. So and there is another algorithm where we will be using ECC, that is elliptic curve digital signature algorithm. In this algorithm, we will be using elliptic curve cryptography for the encryption, and the algorithm is based on ECC. As I mentioned before, we can use elliptic curve cryptography in smart cards and SIM cards because it is a lightweight cryptography, and there are only smaller keys and smaller numbers where we'll be encrypting where we'll be using for encryption. So it is used in smart cards because it is a traditional public key mechanism, and it is a simple to use because there we will be using not largest key, we will be using smaller key. So there will be no much space required to encrypt the message. So performance comparison is nothing but we will be comparing the ECC over RSA, because RSA is also a public key cryptography and ECC also a public key cryptography. There is difference is nothing but in ECC we will be using smaller keys, and RSA will be using larger keys. Nothing but we will be using PQ as a bigger integer, where big integer. But in ECC we will be using small numbers. So as I said before, smaller key sizes for equivalent security. In RSA we will be using larger keys for more security. But in ECC we can use small keys which will provide equal security compared to RSA and ECC. It is due to small numbers used, there is a faster and less computations. As said before, no much space is required for encryption because it is using small numbers for encryption, and it will be faster in computing because there is small numbers used. So less memory is used for encrypting the data. In this figure, we can see that key size in bits and key size of n in bits, and comparison to RSA and DSA module size in bits. In RSA, we can find the module size of bits using p-1 into q-1, where we get the value of pi of n. we can see that in schematic scheme, which is RSA, there is 56 bits in size, but in ECC based scheme there is 112, but in RSA and DSA algorithms there is 512, which is a bigger integer, but in ECC there is only 112. And when we take 80 bit size, ECC required only 160, which is 80 into 2. But here in RSA and DSA, there the bit size is 1024, which is 80 power 4, nearly 80 power 4 or 5. So another example, 92, nothing but 92 into 2, 92 into 2 is nothing but 384. But in RSA and DSA, that it is using a bigger number, 7680, which is 92 power something nearly 5, 92 power 5. So here we can see that ECC is best over RSA because ECC using small keys and using smaller bits than compared to RSA and DSA, where it is using 112 bits and 512 bits, which requires more space and more time for computing the data. So the summary of this PPT is nothing but this presentation is what we can use ECC as groups and logarithm problems. As said before, in graph where we get a 2 point, when we get summation of 2 points, we get the third point. And due to small key size, implementation is easy and faster, and computation is also easy, and no pressure is applied on any mechanism. So ECC is excelent choice for communication device due to smaller keys is used and encryption is fast. When the smart cards are used for a transaction or authentication, the data will be encrypted and decrypted at a faster range. So it is an excellent choice for communication devices. And as the length key increases, so the difficulty of the innovation process. In this the disadvantage is nothing but when the key length increases, as the number increases, the computation also increases. So there will be some latency when the number increases. But in most cases we'll be using a smaller length keys. And ECC stronger option as RSA. We can say because in this diagram we have seen that there is a normal 56 bits used, but in ECC it is only 112, but in RSA and ASA 512 there is a biggest change between the two. So we can consider ECC over RSA. Thank you.